Hey, what's up, y'all? It's TJ Denzer here, senior news editor for Shacknews.com, and as always, once a week, your host, supplier, and purveyor of fine indies here on a little show we like to call Indie-licious. Thank you for stopping by today. We have a fun one for you. This is the show where we like to show off new indie games that are coming out in the space. And for this week, we have Word Factori. This is one that caught my eye just because of its sheer cleanliness, the concept of it. This is a word game, and that sounds a little bit elementary, but the idea is that you take letters and put them into an assembly line process to build new letters, and then you make words out of them. I'm as excited as much as I like really cool, interesting, awesome, flashy games oh my gosh, what is it? Now I have to go look at what we've had some really good games on here, like Gravity Circuit, like a full-on Mega Man X style game. I can get down with some edutainment. I really like the idea of this thing where you not only program words, or actually that's a big part of it, is programming. You essentially create a programming network to create these words. And well, heck, let's just jump in, right? Tutorial levels. Yeah, sure. Ready to build letters? It's as easy as place your iFactory, connect the node on your factory to the node on the purple bin, click play to run your factory and produce the letter. Okay, so I got a factory here, and then I connect to the node there. And then I hit play. Just as simple as that. Great way to start. And we're off to the races. Ta-da! It's just that simple. So now let's use a bender to bend the letter I. Oh my gosh, this is fun. We're gonna take a bender factory and we're gonna create eyes, and we're gonna use this bender factory to bend the I into a C. And after we have that, we're gonna connect the bender to the purple bin, so it'll shoot C's out. Canuck, and that's how you go. Like it's as simple as that. Nice. Mergers let you join letters together to form new letters. For example, mergers can only produce complete letters that are right side up. For example, they will not create partial or upside down letters. Also, the order you connect letters to a merger does not matter. So, I think for a V, we want to make it so that we got ourselves a. We're gonna place it so that we get two I's running together, and those will connect at the middle to form a V. Yeah. That's so cool. Like that is really just interesting and cool to me. I love that. The idea of like making programming into just like a fun little thing that can not only be by itself, but also maybe we can save space by using just one iFactory. By the way, you can delete buildings and lines by right-clicking. Got it. You can also move buildings by clicking middle mouse or by holding control and clicking. So the idea here is that we want to make an I building that is just going to be our one thing, right? Yeah. So we just connect the one eye to that 2 seconds. And that should do it. So it takes a little bit more time, but it still creates the same idea. Super neat. I love it. Rotators rotate letters. Imagine that. Aha. So the idea here, the counterclockwise and clockwise. So what I want is we can chain operations together to create more complicated letters. And maybe one day, entire words. But not today. We're not there yet. We're not good enough. Okay. So here's how this is going to go. It should be like this. Yeah. And that should be what I need. So the I's will go into the merger and turn them into V's, which I'll then turn slightly clockwise. Oh, wait, nope, not quite. Stop. What did I do wrong? So this is wrong somehow. What did I do? Oh, oopsies. Hold on. I thought I had the right idea here. But it turns out that if I do that, then it'll just turn it into a greater than symbol. How do I create an L then? Wait, I have an idea. Let's try it. So... I got it. Yeah. Haha. And then... Haha. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah? Did I do that right? Because now one of these will turn the I sideways. And then we'll put that sideways I with an upright I to hopefully make an L. Let's see if it works. Yeah? There it is! That's what we needed! That's so satisfying, too. I really like that. It just shoots the letters out there, like, really funny. Fun times. Alright. Reflectors mirror letters horizontally and vertically. Got it. I think I know what's going to happen here. So we're going to have... So we're going to have... horizontal or vertical? I think it should be horizontal. And then... So what's going to happen is we're going to take the eye, we're going to bend it into circular form. We're going to pop it over here. And we're going to pop it over here. And we're going to pop this over here. So the idea is that we're going to create a C. And then we're going to use this horizontal thing to... Oh, and it even shows you what it'll put out. I like that. And we're going to turn that into a backwards C by rotating it horizontally. And that, by taking a regular C and a backwards C and putting them together, should produce an O. Let's try it. Hell yeah. It worked. And this is just the tutorial stuff. We're just making letters right now, but eventually, we will make words. Very cool. Okay. So now we're going to figure out how to make things like A. How are we going to make an A? Let's start with an I. And then oh, what is this? I didn't mean to make that. No. Okay, what is this? Is this like a three-parter? I got it. Okay. I don't need a three-parter just yet. So what I do need, we're gonna make this and this, and then we're gonna make it, we're gonna flip it upside down. And then we're gonna make another I factory, and we're gonna flip it sideways and make one more merger factory where so this is going to create V's. This is going to turn it into an upside down V, and this is going to create a sideways A, or a sideways I. Hopefully, if I did my setup properly, it should slip that sideways I right into the space I need to. Moment of truth. Yeah. Oops, I forgot to connect it to the the main output. So there we go. Sure would be smart if I actually produced it to the output machine. That's what I'm talking about. Easy peasy. Okay. So. Ox. We're making ox. So for this, let's go ahead and get our O situation ready to go. Not yet. No. Yes. Oops. There we go. All right, we've got our O ready to go. Now, how are we going to make an X? I think what needs to happen is we're going to have one factory. That's going to create a single X. And then let's take a vertical process. And theoretically, an upside down V and a right side up V should form an X. Let's try it. This will be fun. Yeah? Yeah, that's it. That's the way. Nice. We got more O's coming out than X's, but the idea worked the way it was supposed to. Haha! Love it. Alright, next. Ivy. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, so we got ourselves a Y, which is going to be an I with a V, right? Like that's probably the way to go with that. So we're just going to go ahead and do that. For V, we got to have. Oops. Okay. I think I actually want to set 2 I factories for this just to keep things moving at a good click. And then how can I make this into the most efficient setup? Let's try that. Will it work? Let's find out. Hell yeah! This is really fun. Yeah. And now I'm kind of like thinking about how I can do this with the least amount of moves and machines. Next level. Bald. Ooh, this is going to be interesting. How the heck do I do this one? Let's start by getting some letters ready. We've got ourselves a B. So how are we going to make a B? Let's start by making... I think this is going to be what I need just for this one. Bees are not easy to make in this game. Let's see how that looks. Eh? Where did I go wrong with that? Okay, so that made a 3 as intended. But what do I do to get it to make a B? Let me see where things went wrong. Why is it producing question marks, I wonder? So we've got ourselves the wonder, what should I do here? What would make this combining of... I really thought that I had it when I put an I and a 3 together, because that's like the thing, right? Okay. Let's start over from scratch. So, oops. Let's start with I. I think I was on the right track with this much, where we make, oops, or we take an I, we turn it into a C. We take that C, crank it into that, and then is that much should be correct. Now, how do we get a C? Now, how do we get a B out of that? How do we get a B out of that? Is that correct? Is that going to do it? Interesting. So you have to use the 3-piece factory to get that going. I don't fully understand, but that's fine. I think it's because it has to be all 3 parts being put together at once, or else it doesn't work. Whereas in the past, I've assembled pieces of letters. Excuse me. Let's get some V's going. See, I don't fully understand why. No, hold on. There we go. And there's our A. Now. I wonder if I should just go ahead and... Okay, I think I have everything set. Let's see what happens. Yeah. There they go. Haha! There we go. It looks cool and everything is moving properly too. Nice. Alright. QI. Oh my god, how is that gonna work? How am I gonna assemble a Q? Okay. Let's just do that as is. And then... Oops. Let's see what happens. Yes, it worked. I just had to turn a key I just had to turn the I sideways to become part of. So now we've got a I. We've got this that stretches it into a C. We got this that turns it into a backward C. So this becomes the forward C and backward C becomes the component to the O part of the Q. And then we lay a I sideways to become the little tail on the Q. And that's a hard one that's a lot of machines to make one letter. But I never pondered how complex Q is when you start from an I. Yo, what up, RM Squires? Thank you for the bits. Much appreciated. Oh, I'm sorry. Cheers on Prime. Thank you so much either way. We always appreciate having you in here. We're playing a word programming game. So, the idea is that you use these machines that you start with an I from, and then you bend the letters into different like forms, and then you assemble like actual words with them after you assemble the letters. It's a really interesting programming puzzle game. Yeah, I'll show you what I mean on this next one, because you kind of came in right in the middle of that one. So, here we go. We got Pixie. In order to make this... Oh, we have limitations on stuff this time? Ooh. Okay, this is the first time I've seen a challenge letter. Or a challenge level. So the idea is, here you go, right? We have this building right here, which forms eyes. That's your basic building. That's your basic building block. This is a word bender. Factoratorio? Not quite. So you take this word bender, right? And you put an I through it. That I will then be bent into a C. So if you notice, we've got a C and an I. What can we do with that? Well, we take the I and the C, Or actually, hold on. We need to bend the C backwards first. So these are reversals. These are reversals, and there's a horizontal reversal factory and a vertical reversal factory. So if we take the C and bend it backwards, it becomes a backwards C. Then we take a merger and put the C, the backwards C and the I together, and it becomes a D because I fucked up somehow. How do I make that into a P? I just realized I really haven't made a P up to this point. I feel like I had the right idea, but there's something that I didn't get right about this. What can I do? How do I... Oh, I wonder if it has to be a double I situation. Okay, yeah, I get it. Alright, let's try this out. Let's try stacking two I's on top of each other. And then what will happen? Let's find out, shall we? I think it's going to create... I think we stack two I's on each other, and that gives us a P. Yes? Yeah! There it is! P recipe found. We did it. Alright, now we've got P and I set up to go. Let's start another setup to create X and Y. So, we're going to put two I's into this, and that's going to create our V. Yes, the idea is that we're trying to create this top row of letters and create the word that comes with them, pixie. And so by putting two I's together, we get our V. Oh, but we don't have... Oh my gosh, wait, hold on. This is going to be interesting. I would arm squares, but I don't think I have... Normally I would have a vertical reversal machine, but this is a challenge level and I don't have access to that machine here. What if, instead of doing that, we used a 4-piece machine to try to put 4 I's together? What would happen then? It would form a W. Never mind. I felt like I was close. Pardon. But we know how to make W's now. That's good. So, what can I do? Turn this into an X. Wait, I've got it, I think. Okay. I was thinking, because the way that I made this before is that I created a V, and then I used a vertical machine to flip the V upside down and then put them together to make an X. So I don't have that, so what do I do instead? I work from the same idea, and I turn one of them sideways one way and one of them sideways the other way. And I put another merger machine up here. See that? See that? There it is. That's gonna be the answer. But that's not all. Now I need one more merger machine over here, because we're going to take this V and we're going to take this I and we're going to make a simple Y. And And I think that's going to be everything I need. Let's see what happens. Hell yes. There it is. The full... We got some backup in there. I'm sure I could optimize the process, but... but there it is. We have created the components. This is absolutely a game that I would introduce to like a vocabulary classroom, because this is smart. This is really cool the way that they put these things together. It's not just like vocabulary and spelling, but like programming as well. Nice. Fontorio? Yeah, it is. I like it. Where am I? Is this... Oh, I passed the thing. Alright, we're making face. Ooh, how do I make an F or an E? So probably to make an F and an E, I think I need to do... It's gotta be where that is the first starting point. And then... right? What will that do? Let's find out. We got an F. There it is. Alright. So now... Where do we go from here? I guess let's make our... Let's set up our A situation. And this is our missing vertical flipper that we had before. Oh. Phobia related to dangling buildings. Inception and Doctor Strange. Yeah, it is kind of funny how they're just kind of floppy little stickers that you stick on the screen. Oh, you can only have one input go to any given thing. Oh, but I could make this go to this as well, right? Did I? Yes. Oh, no, it won't let me do that. There's too many connections happening in one place, I guess. Alright, that's fine. I guess I'll just... I'll use another one of these guys right here. Yeah. And there's our A. And then C is very simple. C is basically the second letter I was taught how to make on this game already. But how the hell do we make an E? Is it just going to be... Let's try something silly. So we've already got the components for we've already got the components for F. What if we just took this and put another strap right over here? I think that's going to be how we make the E. Let's try. There's our C's, there's our F's, there's our A, and there's our E. Nice. To me, it's not just about like getting the letters, but also creating as few moves as possible. Yeah, I have way too many C's. I could probably have optimized that a little bit better so it slows down a bit. There's our face. Ta-da! What's next? Cat. That seems easy, right? Alright. So. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Oops. And then, ta-da, ta-da. All right. The simple input up colors. Yeah, this game is really clean. I like the grid. I like the color coordination. It's very easy to like. Once you have the grasp of it, it feels very easy to understand. The real question though is, can I make this and this into a T? Let's find out. Oh no, that'll make an L if I do it that way. What if I make well, let's try something silly. This will be funny if it works. The idea I have is making. Oh wait, what if I did it wrong? I think I need to do it. Can it work like this? Let's try something fancy here. Yes. 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 No, that's gonna give us double F. How do I make a T? Okay, how do I make it so that the I thought I had a good idea, but the trick is getting the T to sit on the top of the letter. If I do it that way, then it'll give me an L. Let's try something silly. Will it work? If we put a backwards L and a forwards L together, what happens? This is probably like the most ridiculous way of going about this too. I feel like it's gonna be like a crapshoot as to whether this works out. Oh, it made a U? Why? Huh. That's a very strange outcome. I don't know what I expected out of that, but it was not for, interesting. How do I get this? How do I get this one? Remember that orders can only complete right side up letters. This one has me a little bit stumped. I think I'm on the right track with... with what I've got so far. I've just got to figure out how to make this into... Let's try something else wacky. Just to see what comes out of this, I'm curious. It doesn't even know what to what I was trying to create. This is going to be an interesting thing to try to... Oh boy. How do you create a T when it wants to make an L? Because if I do a double thing, it'll just make an F. So how do I make it? Trying to think of what components I could even create that would do an F or a T. This is a tough one. I don't know if it's that my brain is just not grasping what I think is supposed to happen here, but this feels like a tough one. Let me see something really quick. What would happen if I put two of these together? And then did it like that. No, it just makes F again. What do you want from me, game? What am I doing wrong? Oh no. I feel like it was a clever idea. It just didn't work out the way I wanted it to. Okay, so I've got this. Man. This is a stumper. What am I supposed to do here? How the hell do I create a T? There are 3 different ways to create a T. How do it? How do it work? I'm thinking of the components for this. Hmm. You ain't kidding that this is a tricky letter. I'm not sure what the recipe would be. Okay, I've got the sideways eye. Which I think is the right way to go with that. If I do it like that, it's going to make an L. What will happen if I do it this way? He created question mark. I feel stumped. What should I do to create a T? I'm gonna try this one again, just because I think I had it. I think I have the idea correct. What if I do it like that? What will you make for me? I thought I did that before. It gave me a U. Okay, so it was what I thought it was. I had to take two L. I had to take an L and make one backwards, and one. I had to make them upside down and one of them backwards. That's how I got to a T. That's so complicated. Okay, I did it. Here we go. That was a tough one. I don't know why I couldn't wrap my brain around that. But now I know. I did it and nobody can tell me that I didn't. Look at that derpy looking cat. That's funny. Alright. Phone. Okay, this is an easy one. There's our P. Alright. And then next, let's do Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's see. It should theoretically be easy, right? Alright. I think if I do that, if I did that correctly, it should turn out the way I want. Oh wow. How am I going to make the N? I hadn't even thought about that until now. Well, we'll see what happens. I know exactly how to make an E already. So maybe I'll start with that. Well, I also know how to make an O. Ta-da. And ta-da. Yes. How to make an N. It's going to be good to know how to make an N because then I'll also know how to make an E. Or, I mean, that's not an E, a Z. Phone. What will I do to get in? Is it literally just... I have an idea. No. Nope, if I put a Y in there. What if I try this on for size? What will that do? We'll find out. I have a feeling that's our path. And then yes. And and yeah. I get the feeling that's gonna be it. Let's see what happens. This is gonna be the one that's most interesting. I know everything else is gonna work. It worked! It did work! Huzzah! Alright, so that's how it worked. I just had to create a V with another line on the back of it. Now, like, I'm starting to understand how this game thinks. That's really cool. I love it. Look at that go. Ta-da! I think I have time for one more. Doctor! Oh my god. Okay, I know how to make a D. Let's start there. Okay. Oh wait. There we go. There we go. Yeah, there it is. Ta-da! We have a pretty efficient machine going right now. Okay. Okay. Wait, can I make this? Yeah, I can do this to this one too. All right. We got our L's. Yep. There's our T. Now for the R. How are we going to get an R? Let's start by making a... Let's start by making a... I... That's going to give us a D. I think I need a 4-piece for this one, because if I remember correctly... I think this is what I want. Because what I want is to make a P with a leg on it. Let's find out if it happens. There's our D. There's our T. And there's our R. We got it. Get it out of there. We got our doctor. I think that's pretty good. I mean, I probably could have done that better in some way or another, but who knows. Pretty damn cool, right? I think so anyways. And we're coming up on our time for today. It's been a blast. It flew by. This game is fun. I love it. It's a really interesting puzzle game, and like, I don't know, if you have someone that you're teaching spelling and you want to also teach programming, this might be a cool way to think about it. I really like the idea of not just making the letters, but also figuring out how to make them in the fewest moves possible. Uh, it's just a really interesting setup altogether. And hey, if you like what you saw, you should check it out. Word Factori is the name of the game, with an I on the end instead of a Y. And it's available now from Star Garden Games. It's only on PC at the moment, but you can check it out. It's a pretty cheap one too. Be sure to give them some love. This is a cool thing that they've come up with, and I really appreciate how interesting their design is. Just as well, if you really liked what you saw on the stream today, maybe consider throwing us a follow. Maybe a subscribe is in order if you really like what you saw. We really appreciate it, and it helps us to continue to make cool live stream content like this. If you wanna see more of what we've got going on, you should head over to Shacknews.com. That's the reason for the season. That's where all of our stories go up, whether they're news, articles, reviews, all sorts of stuff. Just check it out over on Shacknews.com. You'll even see what I'm about to play before I go live on Indie-licious. You can also find us over on the YouTubes at Shacknews videos and just regular Shacknews on YouTube. That's where, or Shacknews games and Shacknews interviews. You'll see gameplay, you'll see guides, you'll see all sorts of cool stuff over there. You'll see a cool interview that we did with Maggie Robertson about her roles as Lady Dimitrescu in Resident Evil Village, and her role as the villain in Baldur's Gate 3. It's a very cool interview, so be sure to check it out. And also, you can find us on the socials at Shacknews on Twitter, Shacknews on Facebook, Shacknews Media on Instagram, and Shacknews on TikTok. Shacknews everywhere. Check it out. Until next time, thank you so much for watching. I've been TJ Denzer, your senior news editor for Shacknews, as well as your host, supplier, and purveyor of fine indies here on Indie-licious. Until next week, have fun, be cool, play more indies, y'all. We'll see you next time.